Hi, I'm Max Tyak, lead developer and owner here at Abstract Automation. What I'd like to walk you through today is a custom solution that we built for a client between QuoteWerks and NetSuite. So with this particular case, what the client wanted was when they created a quote in QuoteWerks, they wanted to be able to pull the contact information into QuoteWerks from NetSuite, name, address, phone number, email, that sort of information. And when they saved the quote, they wanted the saving of the quote to generate a new opportunity linked to that customer in NetSuite, along with all of the line items under that opportunity from the quote. They also wanted to be able to link a quote to an existing opportunity if the opportunity was already created independently in NetSuite prior to creating the quote. So this is just one example of a custom solution between these two applications. We've done several custom integrations between QuoteWerks and NetSuite. This is just one of them. We've done projects where the client wanted the quote to go into NetSuite as a sales order, or into NetSuite as an estimate or an invoice. And so these are all options that you would have if you engage with us in building a custom solution for you. So this is just one example. So let me get into it and walk you through what this actually looks like. So here I have a blank quote in QuoteWerks, and the first thing you would typically do in creating a quote is get the customer information. So in this case, we're going to click this search for contact button, and that will actually load a custom interface here for searching NetSuite in real time for a customer or prospect. So I have a test customer in NetSuite sort of ready to go for this demo, whose name is Joe Customer, and we're going to push a search to NetSuite. And it has returned the results of my search. Now in this case, it only found one customer that matched the search, but if it found multiple customers, you can see it's a company name contains, or company name or contact name starts with. There's different searches we can push to NetSuite. But if it returned multiple results, they would be listed in this grid. We can sort and we can sort of scroll around and find the customer we're looking for. So in this case, we want to pull this contact in as all of the options here: sold to, shipped to, and billed to. And so in this case, I can just click the all button, and you can see that the contact information gets pulled in to the left. All right, so let me close this window and then go to our document items tab. So we've got the customer information. Now we need to add some items to our quote. Now in this client's case, we're pulling the quoted products from QuoteWorks' product database. There are ways that we can import the NetSuite items into QuoteWorks on some sort of frequency. Another option would be to build out a custom search window similar to the contact search that could query NetSuite for the items and bring them into the quote. So there's several options there. So I've got a couple of test widgets here that I'm going to add to our quote. So we'll get one of these and let's say two of these. And so now I have two items in my quote. This particular client wanted items that were quoted to be created as new items in NetSuite on the fly automatically as the opportunity gets created. So you can see that we have a vendor selected for these items because we're able to define the suppliers that this client sources their items from. And we have no SKU, NetSuite SKU, because these items have not yet been created in NetSuite. You'll see that when we create the opportunity that it will return some SKUs back into the quote. All right, so we're ready to save our quote. So we're going to click Save. And let's give this a name here. I'm just going to write in video demo, just so it's easy to recognize on the NetSuite side. Click OK. And so what it's doing, it's just querying the customer in NetSuite, and it's figuring out if there are any existing open opportunities linked to this customer, and it pops up this window here. So at this point, we're able to either allow QuoteWorks to create a new opportunity in NetSuite, or we can click the drop down and associate this quote with an existing opportunity. So in this case, I'm going to just let it create a new opportunity. We are giving the user the ability to set values for a few fields on the header level of the opportunity in this window. So for example, I can set an expected close date for the opportunity. I can set a particular stage for the quote or the opportunity in NetSuite. And I'm just going to click OK here and let it do what it's going to do. So after a few seconds, it should give us a success message. Here it is. NetSuite opportunity created successfully. Okay. Like I mentioned earlier, you can see that the SKUs were returned back into the QuoteWorks quote. Now there's a few other things that came back into the QuoteWorks quote by saving that opportunity or creating that opportunity. One is we have a hyperlink on the links tab to the opportunity in NetSuite. So I can double click on that hyperlink. It will open up my browser and will bring me to that opportunity in NetSuite. And you can see here, if I move my picture out of the way, that we have the line items that came from the quote. We have the quote number from QuoteWorks, so it's easy to identify which opportunity belongs to which quote. And that's essentially it for this particular project. So again, I would be interested in knowing based on what you saw today, what similarities do you have for your company's needs? Where things might be different, and that's just all part of the discovery process. Looking forward to working with you if this is something you're interested in deploying at your company. Thank you very much, and we'll put our contact information in the comments. Thank you.